Welcome to our first Friday edition of Network Africa in the month of August 2016. Coming up on the program, voters deliver stinging rebuke to ANC in the just concluded South Africa local elections. Then the 2016 Rio Olympics begin today. We have the latest from our sports correspondent. And later, our Extraordinary Women segment is back, and we're celebrating women who are making a difference. Thanks again for your time. This is Network Africa with me, Cynthia Are. South Africa's governing African National Congress, that's the ANC, appears to have suffered its worst electoral setback since apartheid ended in 1994. With 94% of the votes counted after Wednesday's municipal elections, the party has lost the key battleground of Nelson Mandela Bay to the opposition Democratic Alliance, also known as DA.
As at Thursday, August the 4th, South Africa's opposition Democratic Alliance led in 3 major cities as votes were counted in local elections, threatening to deal the biggest electoral blow to the African National Congress since the end of apartheid 2 decades ago. The ANC held a big lead in the national count, but it trails the opposition DA in the municipalities that includes the cities of Pretoria, Johannesburg and Port Elizabeth, areas which it has held virtually unopposed since the end of apartheid. According to the DA leader, Mmusi Maimane, his party is feeling confident.
The metros that we targeted, metros that we wanted to grow in, we've shown the fact that when I think about Tshwane, we've shown some excellent results in communities like Mamelodi in preliminary results. We've seen that we've grabbed some wards in certain places. We've shown that in Joburg we've seen some very good growth. In Nelson Mandela Bay, we're still feeling quite buoyed and confident about that particular metro.
The ANC's biggest concern seems to be the voter turnout.
Only worry we're having is the question of turnout, because it impacts on the PR performance of the ANC. Because PR is a function of the size of the base and the turnout. So that's what they were worried.
Based on the results that have come through so far, the Chief Electoral Officer made the following announcement.
As at 11 this morning, 77.8% of results had been captured. Following the capturing process, the results are then subjected to independent audit verification before being finalized and posted here. The results slip is also scanned so that it can be compared to the results on the system by anyone at their leisure. This process is now underway in all provinces and will continue until all results have been finalized.
The final results of the local elections are expected at the end of the day.
Here's my vote. Here's my vote.
Joining us now on the program is our South Africa Bureau Chief, Betty Dibia. Betty, thank you very much for joining us on Network Africa.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, based on the results we've seen so far, is it any surprise that the ANC has suffered such a huge setback?
I guess for some people, not too much of a surprise. When you feel that you're there, you're made, you're the base, the pillar. But people are, as they say, a mandla way to part of the people. The people have shown at this time they've gone beyond the sentiment of apartheid and the race card that is usually played here to look at the issues. Who will deliver? Yeah. Even Winnie Mandela, when she voted 2 days ago, she said, I don't care who wins where, as long as the people are served. And we've heard the string of scandals. We've heard, not just with the president, some of the people in office who who are not usually punished as people expect. Probably they're redeployed. So people have been taking in all these and they have reacted. As the Deputy President, Cyril Ramaphosa, said himself, the people have spoken, and it's time for us to look inwards to see where we have gone wrong to correct.
Well, Betty, you're in Johannesburg at the moment, the economic hub of South Africa, and that's a major municipality which the Democratic Alliance is looking to snatch from the ruling ANC. Has the DA been successful?
Well, it's still a very tight race. The results are still coming in. We know we have about, for Johannesburg in particular, you have 135 wards, and we still have less than 40 of the wards already results compiled and given out. So we still have a long night tonight. Probably at the end of the night, we'll get the final result. But we know that the official results should come out by tomorrow.
Is that for all the municipalities by tomorrow, or are you just referring to Johannesburg there?
All the municipalities. Johannesburg had the highest number of registered voters, over 2 million people out of the more than 26 million nationwide. So it's a lot of people to count. But we expect that this is still going on. We still have Tshwane, a very tight race, DA leading 1 minute, the ANC leading the other. But it's a very tight race, and no one can really say where it's going to go at the end of the day. But we still have less than 50%. In the case of Tshwane, you have 107 wards, and they have already finished with 47 wards. So it could still go anywhere, but it is a very tight race.
Thank you so much, Betty, for bringing us up to speed. We appreciate your time as always.
Thank you.
But while we wait for the official results in South Africa, we'll also be playing the waiting game for the opening ceremony of the highly anticipated 2016 Olympics taking place in Rio later tonight. And I'm talking about local time here. Joining us on Network Africa is Channels TV head of sports desk. That's Austin Okonakwan. Austin, thank you so much for making our time to be with us.
Yeah,
today.
Good to be here, Cynthia.
Now, we know that you're going for this event, and thank you for stopping by the way. But what is it about Rio 2016 that separates it from all the other Olympic events that we've seen in the past?
The organizers say it's going to be a cool game. They've described it as a cool game ceremony. What's going to be different this time around? Athletes are looking at this competition, they're saying there is no other event in the history of the Olympics that has centered on ensuring that athletes stay clean. Look at what has happened with Russia. 271 out of 399 has just been cleared to compete at the Olympics, and we know that there's been a lot of work. These Olympics, again, for the first time, Cynthia, in history, we're seeing an Olympics refugee team. They will be competing under the Olympics banner. What are they trying to do? They're trying to, promote inclusion. They're trying to use sports to promote world peace and unity. Imagine bringing refugees together, have them compete at the Olympics, and just imagine them going on to win or break records. We've also been using the Olympic flame to pass a message to the world to say, look, sports is for everyone. Today the touch was with the Samba veterans. Tomorrow the touch is with the refugees. The other day the touch is going to give children hope. The other day the Pope was preaching a message of peace, love, and unity. It's a game ceremony that we can use to unite this world.
Austin, as much as you say it's a game of peace and everybody's promoting this, the issue of Zika is ever present.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said they're not going to participate or travel for the Olympics because of the fear of Zika. How's that being handled?
Yeah, that's it. On the media, we didn't help matters. For instance, the Minister of Health in Brazil says the odds in getting Zika is like 500 to 1. That even this period doesn't make those mosquitoes survive the past that spreads Zika. But of course, prevention. Everyone is just after prevention. It has stopped a whole lot of top athletes from going to the games. But those other top athletes, particularly record breakers, they've already been in Brazil. Zika or no Zika. Usain Bolt is in Brazil. Zika or no Zika. The top basketballers from America are in Brazil. The Nigerian superstars are in Brazil. Everyone is going there to ensure that they don't only be part of the game, see ways that they can make history by competing at the games. Yes, the fear of Zika is there, but people are being careful, Cynthia. Before the Euros Championship football in France, everyone's like, oh, terrorist attack, oh, there might be attacks. The games have come and gone and nothing happened. That's what we're preaching for Brazil also. Zika is there, but hopefully no mosquito will bite anyone.
I have more questions for you, but that will be after the break. And also coming up after the break is our Extraordinary Women segment. Stay tuned to Network Africa.